Are you excited? Because I'm excited. Hello and welcome. If you're new here, my name is Breanna. Light is finally gracing the apartments. Right now, let's talk about the 10 books I have on my TBR. 9 of them are physical. These don't count. Guess let's get on with it. First book is The Fossil Hunter. I talked about this in one of my last, or actually my last and only book haul that I did. This is a biography about Mary Anning, the mother of paleontology, you could say. And so it's about her and her discoveries and how she changed the look of geology and paleontology and science kind of as we know it. If you can hear the scritching in the back, it's Mystique. She's in the potty. Next, because June is Pride Month, I wanted to read Light from Uncommon Stars, and this is a sci-fi book. Again, you'd see this in my last book haul, or last video about my book haul. Young adults, hello. But this has really good representation. So, Light from Uncommon Stars. Also, this is a priority book for me because it is a library book. Next up is one of my anticipated reads of the year. It's Vampire Weekend by Mike Chen, and this is about a vampire who is in the punk rock scene and is like a punk rocker, and she is battling to keep her identity as a vampire a secret. I just thought this seemed like a fun and quick read. I'm really glad I bought it. My friend Riley, he is a horrible influence on me, although I think when we went shopping that day and I got this, we were horrible influences on each other. But yes, so shout out to Riley because they encouraged me to buy this. We have Pirate Hunters. Now this has been on one of my books on my shelf for a long time. This is a non-fiction book about this guy who does, Robert Kirsten, who does research and tries to find treasure, and he's going to search for, he's going to look for the ship called the Golden Fleece, which is an infamous pirate ship sailed by the pirate, or the person, Joseph Bannister in the 17th century. And I really enjoy a good oceanic kind of adventure, and with it being a nonfiction, really floats my boat. You see what I did there. Next up, and this is another book I've had for a long time on my TBR, not to mention on my shelf. It's called The Secret Loves of Geek Girls, and this includes short stories, short graphic novel-esque stories, contemporary, like little fiction snippets, comics, as you can see, about the secret lives of geek girls. And this is an anthology, and one of the stories is actually, I think, by Margaret Atwood. Yes, Comics, Paper Dolls, and Glasses, Contacts. So these are all stories about the lives of geek girls, loves. What are you doing? Oh Lord. And there is both all sorts of representation in here. I'm looking forward to it. This is actually a signed copy. I remember wanting to go to the release of this, but for some reason I couldn't that day, and I was really hoping to meet the editors and stuff. So this also talks about things like Sailor Moon, video games, fandoms, you name it, it's probably in here. So as someone who enjoys a good fandom, you know. And also I love the two women on the back, or the two people on the back. I just love their drawing style. The London Seance Society. Now I was going to save this for a spooky read in October, but I thought because I read Lost Apothecary by Sarah Penner that I would just continue the trend and end up reading this during the summer. Takes place in the 1800s, late 1800s, 1873, and it's about a kind of spiritualist group who gets together, and these two women are trying to find a lost family member. one is the sister and the other one is kind of like somebody she kind of meets along in her journey. And I'm really excited. This is also one of my most anticipated reads of the year, so I'm hopefully going to have 2 really good books read this month. Storm Dancer by J. Kristoff, and this is the first book in the Lotus War book series. So this takes place in a steampunk feudal Japan. Yukiko has to go and find the one of the legendary beasts that has been extinct in their world for centuries, a long lost griffin. It's just a huge world. I am a fan of J. Kristoff. I have already, at one point when I bought this, actually no, my husband bought it for me when we were still dating. I think I read like a quarter of it and I really liked it. From what I remember about it, it's fast-paced, it's really interesting, mythological, the folklore, the feudal Japan details, the steampunk aspect, it's all in here. It's exactly what I kind of want for June. Not July, not January, June. Second to finally, I guess. We have Sarah J. Maas's The House of Blood House of Earth and Blood. Now, this will be my first Sarah J. Maas book. Don't tell me I'm wrong in the comments and I should have started with Act 4 or Act whatever. Like I have paged through that. I got up to like 45 just when I was in the bookstore to make sure that I actually was gonna, enjoy this before I bought it, because it was a pretty penny. This is not the same cover that I know is causing disgruntlement online. That one that has been created by AI, I think. As far as I know, this is not that cover. This one I bought last year. Keep in mind, I have kept myself from most spoilers. I have not watched anything about House of Earth and Blood, but I do remember from my first glance of reading it, I really do like how it opens up in an art gallery, and there is an antique store and art gallery, and I just think that's hilarious. I really enjoy it when characters of different worlds have like normal jobs, if that makes sense. Like, oh, you are a curator at an art gallery, or you are a teacher at a school, and their life kind of revolves around that. And so I think that's fun. That's what drew me in initially actually to this. So I'm excited. This is one of my chunkier picks of the month, but that's cool. It looks like we're really going into a fantasy, for the most part, world this month. This is the first book in the Zodiac Academy series, The Awakening, and I was listening to Olivia from Olivia Reads a Latte about it, because she's on like the 5th book, I think, or something out of the series, 6th. I don't know. I have the first 2, and I thought, well, if she's telling me that this is a really fast read, it's enjoyable, it's funny, but it's not meant to be something really serious, but it's still enjoyable, then I'm going to read it this month, because I think that's what my brain needs right now. I'm continuing on reading also Gideon, the 9th, from May, whatever last month was, because I did start it. I'm about 30 pages in and I'm loving it. So I think this might be a new favorite book for me, possibly. It might be earlier to say, but I love Gideon's sense of humor and just all the sarcasm. This is, I guess, technically on a TBR, but like I said, I want to read 15 books this month, so hopefully Gideon is included at the end of the month. And then last book that I have been working my way through, but I don't think it's on my book cart right now. It's The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. Again, this is actually my comfort read. I just felt like I really needed something to ground me this month, and this is the book that I consider to be probably one of my most read books, and two, just one of those comfort books that you can just keep going back to and back to and back to and never never ever like get tired of it. So that's it. This is my little trolley top of books. I hope you will join me this month. There are going to be some fun stuff. I have other books that are not on my main TBR that I want to read and vlog for you. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this. I know it's a little bit different today, or not different. It's quieter today. And yeah, so I hope you had a fantastic day, night, or whenever you are watching this, and I'll see you on the next page. Bye.